I grew up in Rockaway Beach, which is on the outskirts of Queens. We were coming from like mostly working class families. We weren't street kids. I wasn't tough. I wasn't like gonna hang out on the Lower East Side taking drugs at night. Youth Today provided some sort of way to be about the music and about the message, and I related to that.
Taking inspiration from spiritually motivated New York hardcore bands like the Cro-Mags, a suburban kid from Connecticut named Ray Cappo breathed new life into the scene. And again, redefined the boundaries of the still burgeoning movement for an entire generation of music fans. Take me. I met the Youth of Today cats after a Gilman Street show at Berkeley, California. We went up the street to the donut shop that all the punks hung out at, and I was like, Ray, you guys want a donut? It's on me. And Ray said, nah, man, I don't consume donuts. I'm vegan. And I said, no, they're donuts. They're vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian, I'm vegan. And I never heard that word before. New York hardcore kids were on some next level shit.
Youth of Today did a video for a song called No More, which basically sold everybody on vegetarianism. They were like probably the most controversial and inspiring band for so many people. We are at Make Restaurant in Santa Monica, California. We just got back from the Santa Monica Farmers Market and I picked up some chickweed and I'm cutting it into nice little pieces so we can use it for our garnishes and stuff. Becoming vegetarian and like being straight edge back then, and it was more about just kind of not being a part of everybody else. It was almost like a big, fuck you. Like, hey, we're a responsible bunch of young adults. And at a Sunday matinee, I was outside with a bunch of my friends, and then there was like a crew of like the straight edge guys, and I heard one of them say that they were a vegetarian, and that kind of like set it off. I'm the culinary director for the company, so a lot of the recipes are mine. Without hardcore and punk, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. It was just like a thing that was just a part of hardcore. We all had similar interests, and that's kind of why we became a band. Everybody in Texas' Reason was a very strict vegetarian or vegan. It wasn't about just fast beats and mosh parts. Hardcore made it okay to be a vegetarian.
There was something sporty about hardcore too, because it's dancing, it's violent, like football, and risky, like skateboarding. So I think that's where the shorts and the athletic clothing also connects. For me to dress in this kind of suburban way, with a varsity jacket on, is subversive. Me being in Queens, we don't have a football team. We don't dress like that at all, just no one does.
And that's what I think changed it and popularized it in a way, because I think people in the suburbs were able to go like, I can relate to that.
Youth Today provided a roadmap to what the influences were. That was easier for people to digest and to assimilate around the world.